Welcome everyone! Today we have a special video because we are not talking about anything finance related or anything investment related. Today we will have fun! Woohoo! And why is that? Of course, despite our busy lives, we always take time to enjoy and to watch a lot of things. We enjoy playing and we enjoy watching movies. So for today, that's the topic that we will be sharing. We will be sharing with you the movies that touch our lives. And when I said we, it's because today we have special guests who are joining us for this particular video. Okay, so are you guys excited for that? If you are excited, just comment, like, and share, and we'll see you once we begin. Okay, so now let's get the ball rolling. To introduce our first guest. Okay, we always see the beautiful videos. We know the editing, that there's the sounds, the animations, and I wouldn't take credit for that one because honestly, I really did nothing, okay? So this person is the brains behind all of that, the craft, the magic that happens in the videos. And we call her by the name of the editor. So, the editor! Come on down!
What's up, guys?
Okay, now our next guest for today, of course, behind the cameras, there's always the lighting, the angles, the setup. He needs to ensure that we get to the locations on time so that we will have the nice setting, lesser people and all that stuff, okay? And this guy is the one behind the cameras, so we call him the cameraman.
The Jack Refix.
So cameraman, come on down! Silent.
Wala pa kasi, no? So,
Yeah.
Congressman.
The cameraman, he looks like a politician. Okay. So as you can see, we are having a lot of fun because this is a raw video. We did not practice for this. And we just really want to have fun. Okay. So again, welcome the editor and cameraman.
thank you for having us tonight.
We always have you. You're just on the other side of the camera. Okay, so let's jump right into the topic. So, today we're gonna talk about the movies that touch our lives. Okay, so, who wants to begin by sharing the movie that really touched your life?
You want to be right? You said that you want to be the first one.
Okay, so, cameraman, roll it.
Roll it.
Okay.
Okay, for my first movie that touched my heart.
So this is in no particular order. Or
This is in no particular order. It's just the first movie that touched my heart.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Okay? But it's not in a particular order.
Okay.
Okay, let's be serious.
Alright.
Okay?
Be serious.
So the first movie is Spider-Man.
Why Spider-Man?
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man.
Okay, so...
Spider-Man, the first ever Spider-Man in my era.
In your era, okay.
Yes.
So what is that era?
The 1990s kids.
1990s?
Can you relate?
No. When I was born, it's like...
80s? Oh. Okay, proceed. I'm gonna
Okay,
cry.
I chose Spider-Man. Real talk. So, Spider-Man 1, portrayed by Mr. Tobey Maguire. So this movie touched my heart because my life because of its saying, the famous saying of Spider-Man that because of great power comes great responsibility. So
Great power.
as I grew older, I realized that the more power that you have, the more age you have, the more knowledge you have, the more responsibility you have to give to your community, to your surroundings.
I like that answer. Okay, but please continue.
So yeah, so again, so the more power, so you have to prioritize a lot of things, to be responsible of things, because you have that power to do so.
What?
And somehow you are somehow obliged.
Oblige, yeah.
Yes.
That's the word. Oblige. Alright. Very good. Oblige. Yeah. So that's it.
Like.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good answer. Okay. It's because of the word.
Oblige.
Actually, I was looking for responsibility, but okay, let's stick with oblige.
Ako.
Oh, come on. What's your first movie
Okay.
that touched your?
Actually, it's so hard to decide.
Maybe you can decide within the
Okay.
time.
The duration.
Sige.
duration of the.
Alright. The first one is PK. I think I shared it with
PK as in Pikachu.
No, it's letter P and K. It's Tipsy in English. It's an Indian
drunk.
movie.
Oh.
Yeah. It's for me it's so
So
meaningful.
it's a Bollywood.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a part of
Shiny, I say, glittery. You're the light that makes me go hazy. You're my darling.
Oh, okay.
so it's typically about
Meanwhile,
an alien who landed here on Earth
Okay.
and he lost his remote control that will lead him back to his home. So as in zero talaga, as in wala siya, even clothes wala siya. So parang he doesn't have any place to go. He doesn't know anything about Earth. He doesn't know any language. So as in zero learning siya. So upon his journey,
What's that face?
PK.
upon his journey, may nakilala siyang isang, I think, reporter or newscaster, basta something like that, yung line ng work. And then parang, ang dami niyang natutunan, and then, ang dami niyang na-realize na mga bagay, which is super eye-opener. As in, talagang pag napanood mo yung movie, parang, ay, oo nga, no? Pero hindi mo siya maiisip kapag hindi mo talaga pinanood yung movie. So, I suggest sa kanila na panoorin yun. It's an eye-opener for us to know ano yung...
Why are you crying?
It's an eye-opener for us to see kung ano yung talagang reality na nangyayari in our world. And then, it's about religion, it's about humanity. But, of course, I'm not against naman sa any religion. But, favorite scene ko talaga doon is when he put a stone, parang may stone siyang ginawa, I think it's 3 stones, and then put a red mark on it, and then tignan lang natin kung anong magiging reactions ng mga tao surrounding that stone. And then nakita niyo kung paano nag-react yung mga tao, which is they put a lot of money, parang they offered something, they prayed. So it's about proving that sometimes we do believe with what?
Don't cry!
Sad.
Why are you crying?
So yeah,
Oh my God, I cannot.
it's about
meanwhile,
How come you're describing eye-opener and then the cameraman is crying?
Because I've watched that movie, I cannot.
okay, it's good for you.
Okay.
I thought it's English, and then I watched it. It's not English.
So you're crying because you did not understand?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I just so yeah, try that movie. It's PK as in P and K. It's eye-opener. What's the word for today?
there.
Next.
Okay, so since we're talking about religion, the movie that touched my heart is two movies actually, but I'll count it as one. It's Castaway and Pursuit of Happiness. But it has nothing to do with religion.
What's that?
What Castaway?
Castaway, you know, Tom Hanks. Oh no.
Oh no!
If you haven't watched that, you've missed half of your life. If you haven't watched that, you've missed half of your life. Because Castaway and Pursuit of Happiness talks about survival. They were placed, the main actors were placed in a situation wherein they needed to thrive despite what's happening to their lives. I don't want to put spoilers here, but Castaway basically was trapped in an island. He's the only living thing there, and he needed to survive. And in these moments, the will of the person just comes out. It's and for me, the willpower is very powerful because it's a resource that we need to tap when times of struggle come in, right? And maybe you're gonna talk about Castaway later, so I'm gonna dwell in Pursuit of Happiness. Okay, anyway, so Pursuit of Happiness, we're talking about Will Smith. Okay, so this is practically an old movie, but here's the thing. Did you know that, well, most of the viewers know that Pursuit of Happiness is actually a true story.
Ooh.
And what makes it interesting is that I got the privilege to work with the real guy, not Will Smith, but the guy behind the story.
Who's behind that story?
His name is Chris Gardner, so you can Google him. His name is Chris Gardner. He's an
Chris
awesome
Gardner.
gentleman. He's a big, funny, amazing guy. And of course, it's not my story to tell, but what was shown in the movie was related to the true story, but on a deeper level. If you get the chance to talk to Chris Gardner or hear his story out, he will really touch your heart, because it was really a story of survival, how he managed to survive for his child, for his kid, and he became super successful. And he couldn't have done it if not for the willpower, the determination to just really thrive and not just survive. So that's my first movie, Castaway and Pursuit of Happiness. Okay.
First pa lang yan, so heavy na.
Of course! Because you started with super heavy like Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, it's on the top of the building, literally.
And then PK, it's
PK,
out of the
alien.
There's alien.
Yeah, I
And
have
then
to
yours
bring it
is
back.
Castaway.
I have to bring it back to Earth, of course. Okay. Okay.
Right.
So, okay, Mr. Cameraman, what's your second movie? Second.
So for my second movie, since you already mentioned Castaway, I won't pick Castaway.
Alright. So what?
Okay, so what is your
Because
second movie?
I think fast.
Coming back up.
I have backup ko.
Wow, so much
know
time,
Cardo?
ah. So much.
Cardo?
So what's your
Okay.
second movie?
My second movie is The Terminal.
What's that?
The Terminal.
What Terminal?
It's the movie
Boss?
Is it-
portrayed by Mr. Tom Hanks.
Oh, it's the same, Castaway. It's just
Yes,
in a
right.
different setting.
Now, what is this game? In Castaway, he was stuck in an island. So the plane... the island! The plane... Hansen! Who's that? Ano pangalan ng... Scarlet! Okay. You don't want Castaway, don't want Terminal. No, I get to choose another movie. No, Terminal. Let's stick with Terminal. No, I have another movie. Okay. The movie is about... title first, title. The title of the movie is... you say the synopsis and then we're gonna guess what movie. Okay. It's about unlocking the full potential of your brain. See? Hey, Life of Pi. No. The full potential of your brain? Yes. The leading actress is Scarlett Johansson. Hey, Avengers? What? Avengers? No. Scarlett Johansson? Yes. Black Widow. White Widow. Black Widow. forget the title. Okay, let's go back to the terminal. It's the island. Oh, I know the title, Lucy. There. What's that? Lucy. Yeah, Lucy.
So what happened?
So what happened in Lucy? Why do you like Lucy all of a sudden?
Because the movie left me a question. That
What
what
question?
if we really aren't using the full potential of our brain? Because we are living in a life wherein we wake up, we go to work, and then we eat, we go home, we sleep. The next day we do the same thing,
Same cycle.
every year. So what if we are supposed to open up your brain, to
Okay.
use it more, for us to think.
Okay.
What if it's
my
always-
comment is just yes. I don't get it, but
My comment
yes.
is this.
Why? Because it's like the ocean. It's deep.
Actually,
So
Oh.
I don't know if it's terminal, it's Lucy, but it's deep.
So we're going deeper.
Yeah, we're going
Under the
deeper.
ocean.
Yes.
You
That's
started it. We were up on the space, and then you brought us back to Earth. Now we're going deep.
okay.
Okay.
So we'll accept that. We'll accept that. Thank you for sharing.
thank you for sharing.
How about you, Miss Editor? What is your second
Okay.
second movie?
Okay, my second movie is... Wala kayong idea.
Wala ka namang pahula.
Wala kang kilala mo ako eh. Okay, my second movie.
Come on, give a hint, no?
So it's
This is
about...
the lead
It's
actor.
about... No.
No?
Alright. The lead actor, well actually, he's not the lead actor, but he played a special role in this movie. The same with PK. He is the lead actor in PK.
How am I supposed to know that? I don't know. Bollywood.
Oh my God.
The Bollywood films that I've watched are Three Idiots.
Yeah,
and
he's in there also.
so that's the movie Three Idiots. Yes.
No.
Oh my
The
goodness.
other one. Okay. This is Every Child is Special.
Is that a
Hindi
real
na.
movie?
Yeah, it's a real...
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Do I look like a comedian to you? Yes. Okay, so what's it about? So, every child is special. I believe about. By the way, I agree to that. Like, okay, so no need to explain. We agree. Yes, you agree? Yes. Okay. Next. So my second explanation why I picked that movie. Okay. Because it's about believing that every child is special. I told you we believe it. Yeah. No, seriously.
It's about a child who is suffering from dyslexia. So if you're familiar with that, so serious
Dyslexia?
guys. Yeah. It's about having a trouble in learning or in writing letters, in writing numbers, in reading. Yeah. It's basically having a hard time in learning. So personally speaking, parang nakarelate ako sa movie na to kasi it's hindi naman ako nagkakaroon ng, well, sometimes I do have hard time in learning. Na-move talaga ako ng movie nito is because sometimes we do tend to neglect those people who is, why? Don't be sad, don't cry.
Why all of your movies is so touchy?
Because I'm... Because the...
What is the question? The movie that touched me. Oh my God, guys, I cannot.
Guys, I cannot.
Okay, let's go back.
So, yeah, it's about it's also an eye-opener. So, like my first movie, it's an eye-opener to those people who bully those special child without even
Knowing the situation.
knowing the situation without even having the chance to understand what they're really going through is.
Okay.
And sometimes we do tend to forget that they're also human, so it's about humanity. Yeah, and also it's
Stop
just about
bullying.
having even a little consideration. If everyone is having just a little consideration, each and every one of us, imagine
Have a
this.
better
Yeah,
place.
we'll have a very, very better place.
Good answer. Good answer.
That's all. Thank you for listening.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yes.
Okay. Why is it always deep? Okay, so now I have to raise the bar again because it's going deep. My second favorite movie is our
Why
When-
are?
because it's a franchise and it's called The Avengers. Woo woo! I wanna ask why? Oh my goodness! No need to explain. Avengers is Avengers. No need to explain. So just like and say yes. Anyway, I'll still explain. Okay, no. So for me, Avengers is important because it taught me a lot of lessons. Okay, the first lesson is it taught me different definition of what heroes are or who heroes are. Because when I was growing up, I always depicted heroes as in heroes, they're invincible, they're not gonna die. Yeah, they're not gonna die, they're heroes. They're the star of the movies. But in this Avengers franchise, we've seen a lot of heroes fall,
Yeah.
and even if you haven't watched it. So it was an eye-opener that, oh my gosh, there's still normal people who goes through some challenges in life, but they have to overpower it. So it's not like they don't fear anything.
Yeah.
They still have fears, but they have to conquer that because they want to have a better earth. They did what they did for the sake of the common good. And nowadays, how many people still think about the common good? Like, it's sad to think about it, but sometimes people are just looking at things because of money, because it's business. But nobody's really stepping up to become a hero, even if they're not paid. They risk their lives because they want to really help other people. And it's something that, for me, aside from the action-packed series, it's something that it really touched my heart because it is a reminder that there are still people who want and who are willing to help other people.
That everyone can be.
Very well said. But aside from that, there are other things that makes it amazing. Of course, the visual effects, the sounds, the actors and the actresses. Oh my gosh. So I just listed it so that I can really, give justice to it. But I'll be really fast on this one. So, like Captain America, Spidey, Iron Man, Falcon, War Machine, Hawkeye, Scarlet, they're plain humans, they don't have superpowers, but again, they're risking everything. They're putting everything on the line to save. Yes, okay. One more thing. They're giving a lot of justice to the nerds. Nerds represent! Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Okay, so aside from the nerds part, they also gave a lot of emphasis to, guess what?
What?
Women empowerment!
Women empowerment!
Who run the world?
Girls!
Who run the world?
Girls!
Yes! So, girls! Oh, girls! So, I am also pro women empowerment because I believe that the women are amazing beings.
course.
Like, well, I don't know if people will agree, but men like myself are very logical. Women take emotions into the business, and I don't know if that's good or not, but they can sympathize with people. They can see different angles because of their emotions.
Connect
And I
more.
believe, yeah, that's true. And I believe that there's so much potential in the women. So the women who are listening, I believe in you. We believe in you. Just like the Avengers. You have the intelligent ones, the strong ones, the super powerful ones. And we need that more in this earth. We need more teachers, we need more leaders, and we need more women. Okay, so if you are watching and you're a woman, hats off, we believe in you.
Salute.
Right. Of course, aside from the teamwork, for me it's not just teamwork, the whole Avengers team is all about brotherhood. I mean, they're not literally brothers, but they treat each other as family. It's a different kind of
It's
level.
like one for all for one.
Exactly. It's not like a squad or a battalion. They really are a family. So, oh my gosh, my voice. And lastly, one more thing. I told you this whole Avengers franchise. It's so long because it's a whole franchise, but I'll sum it up. One more thing is that there are a lot of moments wherein in the movies it makes me cry because I realize that again they are putting their lives on the line, sacrificing. They have their own families to take care of, but they go out of their way to really save us. And at one point or in numerous occasions, it made me think, am I really worth saving? Like, let's put it back in history. Our forefathers, our ancient heroes really sacrificed their lives to save us. And it's not comics or whatever. It really happened in real life. But am I living up to my full potential? Am I living up? Am I utilizing my time here on Earth, or am I just wasting time? And if the heroes from the forefathers would come back and talk to us, will they be happy that they sacrificed their lives
For us.
for us?
For this
Well,
generation.
Yeah. But I'm not saying anything. It's just me. It's just my realization. So am I really worth saving? It's a thing that makes me cry. Like, oh my gosh, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing here? Something like that. So yeah. So now that we are in this situation, of course, we're still in the pandemic, and our modern heroes. We're talking about our OFWs, our frontline doctors and security people, military people, the people who really risk their lives, like the firemen and all other people that
The restaurateurs.
the restaurateurs,
The crews.
Exactly,
The food chains.
the service providers,
The service
The riders.
the riders who delivers the food. Yeah, of course. So yep, again, hats off to you guys. Salute and respect. So if we really think about it, if I really think about it, they put their everything on the line. They have their families, but they, especially the doctors, they need to go out there to really serve.
Yeah.
So am I really doing my best to also help them in a way, or am I really worth saving? So yeah. And it all boils down because I watched the Avengers franchise. That's it. So MCU, Marvel, amazing job. So many subliminal messages in the videos, and aside from the action-packed fight scenes, we learned a lot. So amazing, you guys. So that's for my second movies.
Napaka-strong, powerful, and encouraging. Siyempre, you started with aliens eh. I need to power up with superheroes.
So Mr. Cameraman,
Mr.
this is
Cameraman.
your last movie, but you have first dibs.
Competitive.
You can choose. So what's it gonna be?
My third
And final movie
and final movie is
is
The Greatest Showman.
Oh no!
Why?
Why? You're
Okay.
asking me why?
I also chose that.
Okay.
I
It's
didn't
automatic.
choose that.
Yes, I like it.
But I love that movie, The Greatest
You're
Showman.
Asking me why? Why?
You know why?
Why?
Tell me
Because I close my eyes and I can see. The world is waiting up for me.
Huh, that sounds familiar.
In the dark,
Ko na yan.
in the door, through the dark, through the door. Through when no
And
one's
they're called
been
my home.
before. Yes.
Oh.
Oh my
Galing
God.
ng singer niya. Oh, and then, what happened after that?
Yun.
Sorry,
Hinipe ko lang kayo. Okay na, na-hype kayo. Okay, very good. Okay.
I chose Greatest Showman first of all is because of creativity that Hugh Jackman showed. So he lost his work due to the crisis also.
Hugh Jackman or the character.
The character.
Oh, P.T. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum in the
Barnum,
house.
yes.
Yeah.
And then it was his daughter who gave the idea of thinking outside the box. And so that's what he did. He looked for the not so normal people. The abnormal, which we call. So they are the ones.
The special ones.
Yes, that's right.
Because every child
The
It's special. So that's your third video. So we'll skip. Okay, we'll go back to you then.
Okay.
It's my turn. We skip.
So for me, yes, that's the point of it. Being creative and being equal to the special ones.
Yeah.
You're seeing the beauty in them, that they are also humans. They're appreciating
I
them.
appreciate it.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Are we special?
And also, last of the lessons that touched my heart on that movie is, no matter how famous you are, no matter how big you are, you always go back to your family. You always choose your family.
Why do we always go back to being deep? It's like creativity, then we go back.
Yes, of Yes, of course.
I missed my home.
You know why? Why? Because it's never
Okay, very good. Very good, very good.
And now I quit.
Okay, I feel so
Yeah, good choice, good choice. Okay. Good answer, good answer.
Okay, for you,
Yes, and like. Okay.
what's your third movie?
So, Miss Editor, what is your
Parang
final?
ang taas nun na, hindi ko. Parang so. Again. So, my third movie is...
Drum roll.
Quiet, listen. Inhale. Exhale.
Okay.
So, okay, listen be serious. My third movie is Inside Out.
Like inside.
That's all, thank you.
Good choice, good choice.
Yeah, I really love that movie. Inside Out. Inside Out,
Like it,
in
you
the
like it.
house.
Have you watched that? Have you watched that?
Of course you have joy, anger, sadness.
How come? How did you know? How did you know the names?
I googled it.
Yeah, so
Inside Out?
yeah, inside
Oh my
out.
god, I thought it's Sally and Mike Wazowski. You know, because Inside Out, they have this giant door. When you go in, you go out. You go out. Inside Out. Very good, very good. Good answer, good answer. Oh my god. Okay, Shadow, let's try.
Okay, Inside Out.
okay,
What's
Inside Out.
Inside Out?
Yeah, so Inside Out is about a girl showing her different emotions. They depicted the inner souls or inner happenings inside us. So parang it's normally about understanding each emotion. Sometimes we do know that we feel angry, we feel happy, we feel different emotions, but we don't know ano ba yung root or ano ba yung cause ng emotion na yun. Sometimes, alam lang natin na masaya tayo, but ano ba yung cause of happiness natin? So, it's important for us to know ourselves, for us to understand ourselves, look deeper, dig deeper, for us to, yeah, it's the best thing to understand ourselves. So, dapat before tayo mag-intay ng understanding from different people, we should start
Understanding
in
ourselves.
Loving ourselves. Taking care of us.
Self-love, self-love.
Self-love.
So that's my last one, Inside Out.
Okay, very good, very good.
Ikaw,
What about me? So my last movie is our.
dami din naman.
So I wrote it just to be sure. So the last movie, because Greatest Showman is not on the list anymore. So we'll have the Divergent series, the Maze Runner series, the Hunger Games series, the Matrix trilogy, and of course the Island. It's just one movie. But anyway, so all of these movies combined
I knew it.
is my
Yeah, I
favorite.
knew it.
It's
I
not,
knew
it's
it.
not my favorite. but
Very
it's really
predictable.
Oh my God, Joey, it's so predictable.
what Agent Smith.
Mr. Pineda.
Anderson.
Yeah, in the movie it's called Anderson.
Okay.
But your surname is Pineda. So why would I call you
Okay,
Anderson?
okay, got it. Like,
Again, Mr. Pineda.
what's up?
Nothing. I just felt it's so good.
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's
No.
bringing out the
Bringing out
the fanning.
the fanning of Matrix, you know? That is so strong.
Watch me. Ako lang yung di nakaka-relate palagi.
君の虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっともう戻れなくたって忘れ
Let's talk about these movies. Why? This is such a touching and eye-opening movies for me. Why? So I wrote it down. Number one, it talks about a society, a controlled environment. So you can think they call it factions, they call it districts, they call it different mazes or whatever, but basically speaking, it's the same thing. It is a controlled environment, and there are people behind the scenes who are controlling everything. And why is that important for me? Now, if we're talking about the Matrix also, it talks about what really is reality. Okay, so let's talk about it for a second. I feel that it is so powerful because in the world that we are living in right now, it makes me think, are we really free? Or are we living in a world wherein we are in a controlled environment? Meaning, we think that we are free, but are we really free?
That's the question.
Sometimes we buy things that we don't really need. And in what, yeah, like in what I do as a wealth manager, when I talk to some of my clients, they would always say that if I tell them why do they need to start investing, why do we need to grow their funds and all that stuff, most of the time they would say because we need to travel, we need a new house, we need to buy these things. And I'm like, you have tons of those things, why do we need them? And their answer is, because my friend bought it, because it's the latest thing, because my friends, you know, they're gonna gather in the house,
Peer
we need a bigger
pressure.
peer pressure. But when I really think about it, so are we really free? Do we really need to live the life that we want to have? Or we are in a way controlled by marketing or big, I don't know, whatever is
Live
out
in
there.
our environment.
Exactly, right? And the sad part is, even in the Matrix, he was given the choice, the blue pill and the red pill. Some people automatically zone out. They just want to live in their reality wherein I'm okay. I go to work, I buy these things, at the end of the month I have money, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay. Yeah. But are we okay being okay, or do we really want to see what's on the other side?
Yeah.
Like Divergent, like the Maze Runner. What's outside the maze?
Yeah.
What's outside everything?
Like they say, don't think beyond the box. Sometimes you need to go outside the box.
Exactly. Right? So it's, for me, it's totally mind-blowing. It's eye-opening. It's like, oh my gosh, am I really free or am I really controlled? I just feel that I'm free, but I'm not really free. Something.
They're defining the word free.
Yeah, and they are saying that this is your reality. Like when I was starting in business, I was in my early 20s, and people would be saying, don't go that route, it's just for the rich people, just for the rich kids. I mean, if you go into business, you're gonna risk a lot of money, you might lose it, why do you want that? It's easy to find a job and then just wait for the month end and then just get money. So I was like, oh yeah, it is such a powerful environment, a thought process. And then I was like, good thing I kind of chose the blue pill because it opened me to a different realm.
It's a different world.
Exactly. A whole new world. And that's the reason why we're doing all of these things. We're doing YouTube, we're doing the videos, because we're technically, I don't know, we're free here. Because if I was stuck in my old life, probably I'm not in the position to share, or I don't have the confidence to share, or I don't have the knowledge or expertise to share. So, right? And aside from that, just so I have my simple notes here, I will relate it back to the greatest showman and to every child especially. You know why?
Very relatable.
Yeah. Why? Because in the greatest showman, they chose the special one, or the, better term, not so normal. Everything is special, they're bullying the special kids. In the whole series, they are also bullying the new guys. Like in the Maze Runner, the guy there, he's the new guy. He's the guy who just came out from nowhere. So he's kind of bullied. In the Divergent series, Triss is the Divergent, so she is not normal because she possesses all the 4 powers of the 4 factions. And she's bullied because you have to choose one. And I'm like, why do I need to choose one? And then the plot twist there is that they are not the ones, the not so normal are not the ones who are not normal. They are the crazy ones who think they can change the world. And at the end of the movie, she did change the world together with what's his name? 4. So Triss and 4, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Hunger Games. She just volunteered as a tribute because she wants to save her sister. Yeah. And then they're like, oh no, we don't like these people because they're blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, she emerged as the victor. She emerged as the victorious. Same with the Matrix. Same with the Greatest Showman. Same with Special Children. So we are now living in a world wherein we are always thinking about what other people think of us. And if we are not at par with what's normal, we are bullied. We are not accepted in society. But in reality, there's so much unique traits of people. Regardless of our ethnicity, skin color, gender preference, status in life, we should respect every individual because everyone is special. That's it. So these movies, it took me a lot of time to really sink it in, but these are amazing movies because it has really opened my heart, my eyes, and the whole totality of me. So that's it. So basically, that is my top 3 movies. Yes.
Extended.
Okay, so that's it. Those are my 3, her 3, and his 3 top movies that touch our hearts. Okay.
What about you guys? What are your 3 movies that touched or impacted your life? So comment down below if you do have even 1 or 2 or 3 or more.
You're getting good at this. Oh no, I might lose my job.
Being natural.
I might lose my job. You want to say? They want to replace me.
So fun.
and say yes. And of course, one more thing. If you like this format, of course, we're always here to share, to add value to your lives. But if you want this format that we're just playing or having fun, this is just raw, unscripted. If you want more of this, yes. If you want more of this, just comment so that we know what you guys want and we know what you guys want to talk about. Okay? So that's it for us today. So again, thank you so much guys for coming. Our cameraman, you know now that he's behind the camera. And our editor, she's behind the behind because she's doing all the editing stuff. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.
Bye!
And happy watching! Movie time! Woohoo!
Ganito pala feeling ng ano, no? Nang walang music, walang kahit na.
Expect ko may nagpa-play na.
Oo, Dito inisip na tapos tayo. Ganito pala yung bata. Bata yung timang na. Pero walang music.
Tapos yung tan tan ting tan ting tas trut may pumipindot ng bell. Ting! Tapos wala pa.
One eternity later.